trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58. We are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Drops it off for Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Taylor. They set up the screen to Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Taylor will throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now a second down and 6. Play action, it's Taylor. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On third down, Taylor. Throwing the out route and complete. That's McLaughlin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde. Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Taylor. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. On first down, it's Taylor. Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 45 on second down, Taylor escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we?
And got his man complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll roll him out right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Here's Taylor to throw. Forced out to his left. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, it's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Flush to his right. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Taylor's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Taylor buying time to his left. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And that will make the lead now 26. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. And this
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense, in which you wonder.
But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down out on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I
guess. Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
They go play action now. Taylor out to his left. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Taylor escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Like 13.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hey, 43, 15. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. That's 22, my yellow. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Now Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Well, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Taylor. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Taylor now to throw on third down. He'll buy some time right. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They'll throw on first down with Taylor.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. A gain of 3, second down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
176 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mahomes going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire.
And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
And here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.